Features, it's Shaaba. Welcome back to my channel and thank you for clicking on another video. Welcome to a Therapy Thursday. It's been a little while since we've done one of these. I figured the world's a tricky place at the moment, so instead of crying, why don't we laugh about it for a second? Grab yourself a cup of tea, sit or lie on the sofa, why not, in true therapist style, and let's all get ready to be totally called out and attacked by the internet on trying to protect our mental health. I'm having a lot of anxiety. Oh no, what's wrong? Oh lol, nothing. This is just how being alive is for me. If you're feeling brave, let me know downstairs. Do you have anxiety? Because I'll be very honest, I grew up in a household that did not believe in the concept of mental health or anxiety. I'm certain I had anxiety a lot as a child. I was very anxious. I was super shy. I was super quiet. I didn't want to speak to people. And honestly, if I told you some of the stories of the things that I had to do to build my confidence, was the words used, you would not believe me. But I really do believe it's because of those experiences that I have become a super extroverted person. See, I'm confused because I thought introvertedness and extrovertedness is an innate top 5 personality trait. So perhaps it was in me this whole time and it's been unlocked. I don't know. I don't know how much nature and nurture plays a role in how extroverted or introverted a person can be, but it took me a very long time to understand and unlearn a lot of my past, but realize that actually introvertedness and anxiety are not the same thing. If you're an introverted person, that doesn't make you anxious. If you're an extroverted person, it doesn't mean that you can't have anxiety, and obviously having anxiety is different to just being anxious. All related concepts, but very, very different things. And so I can't fully relate to this meme, but I know Jamie absolutely can, and I just cringe thinking back to how I used to respond to that. But yay for personal growth. Asking my parents to buy for my therapist. You break it, you buy it. This is too real. This is also reminding me of those times where I would be walking around glass shops, because why do we take kids into these places? And I'm constantly just like, ooh, even now, like walking through certain homeware sections, I cannot trust myself. Singer, how's everyone doing tonight? Crowd, me from the back in a normal speaking voice. It's actually been a tough few months. This did happen recently. That's what the sad thing about this is. Pastor Evangelists, just in case you don't know, a beautiful company. I love pasta so much. I have it tattooed on my ankle. Can I show it to you? Is this a thing we're doing now? So when Pastor Evangelist sent an invite to do a Pride pasta making class where drag queens would assist and put on a show, why would I say no? It was a dream come true. We made some really good pasta. It's the first time I used a little pasta machine and it was so fun. And this gorgeous queen comes up and she's laughing at my pasta and we're joking around about the dough balls. And then beautiful queen goes up and does a show. And she was like, how's everyone doing today? And everyone was like, woo. And she's like, you could do better than that. Tell me honestly, how are we all doing today? And I just went, I don't know why. It just came out. Everybody looked at me funny. And Jamie was like, and I was like, and that was cringe moment number 4,253 to add to my list. Storytime with Shaaba. You ever wake up from a dream damn, I guess I'm not coping with that as well as I thought I was. Yes. Look, did I expect this to turn into a video where I would share my innermost thoughts that do not deserve any light or to be heard by any rational person? No. Am I gonna share these with you anyway? I'm sorry for you, but yes. We recently had a week away from the cats. I didn't see it was longer than a week. It was a long time. It felt like a year. I miss my cats dearly. They were in a little kiddie hotel. They were being super well looked after by this gorgeous lady called Nikki. She's so kind. She has little cat mobiles and she sings to them and she brushes them. Don't worry, the cats were all good, but I was not good. And the way that I realized this was I woke up literally crying. It was so bad because I dreamt that I was in a zombie apocalypse and we were kidnapped. It was me and Jamie and 2 other people, and me and Jamie managed to escape, and I saw Prawn. Prawn's our cat, by the way. And I was like, oh my god, Prawn, I'm so excited to see you. And when Prawn gets really excited, he hugs you with both of his paws like this. He wraps his paws around you and he'll give you little licks and love nibbles. And in my dream, he did just that. He grabbed around my arm like this and he was and nibbling my arm. And before I knew it, Dream Shaaba did something totally unspeakable. I will not go into graphic detail, but the cat was unalived because I was scared that the cat was going to turn into a zombie and I didn't ask Jamie about it beforehand, and I got so sad because poor Prawn. I'm not going to cry now. This is not... No, seriously, I'm not going to cry now. This is not a thing. I am on my period, but we're okay. We've not reached that level of unhinged just yet. It was so sad, and then Jamie was so mad at me, which made me more sad. So I woke up crying and I was like, Jamie, Jamie, we need to get the cats back. I can't deal with not having these cats around. And honestly, if a zombie apocalypse were to genuinely happen, I am ashamed to admit that the cats take up more space in my mind than they deserve to. I don't think I'd survive very long, but I would feel so bad for the cats. They would definitely be up there on my list of priorities. I can't believe I've just said this on the internet. You're welcome. Oh my geez. In elementary school, when we'd have to read out loud to the class from the textbook, I would literally count the kids in front of me and figure out what section I was reading so I could practice it before it got to my turn. And I think that's where my anxiety started. I feel you, babe. When is elementary school? I don't know when elementary school is. That sounds little. But this fear doesn't go away. We had this in college. Like, why? I was in this girls' college for a couple months. We were reading The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, and there is a character called Siobhan. And typically, when she picked on me to read it, I didn't know how to pronounce Siobhan because it's spelled Siopan. And so I was like, oh, Siopan. And everybody laughed at me. I did not have a good experience in that college anyway. I didn't stay there for very long. This was not the reason at all, but it definitely was not helpful. So I feel you. Also, did anyone have this in math class, or did I just have like really mean teachers? In primary school, there was this game that we used to play. It was in year 3. I know it because my classroom was 3P. And during math, there was this like mental math train game. The teacher would make somebody stand up behind the chair of the person next to them. Say like Bob was sitting next to me. Bob would have to get up and stand here behind my chair and hold on. The teacher would then ask both of us a random mental maths question, and we'd have to race to get to the answer the fastest, right? So he'd be like 4 times 21, and there's me like and Bob will automatically get the answer right, and that would be 4, 21, 84. Okay, fine, Shaaba can math now, but little Shaaba could not math very well, and definitely not under that level of pressure. And so Bob would be like 84, and because Bob won, Bob would then go to Claire, who's now sitting on this side of me behind her, and keep going around the class if Bob wins. But if I managed to get Bob out, Bob would then sit in my chair, and I would get up and move behind Claire, and I would go as far as I could. And there was this girl called Jasmine who was insanely pretty. She had the most gorgeous, like, super curly blonde hair, and she was so clever. And she would literally go from like one end of the classroom and do all of the chairs and get to the other end. And I mean, how I didn't realise I was bad before, I will never know, but I don't know if it was because I was just so terrible at math, or so in awe of her talent, or just incredibly anxious, or a mixture of the three. I would just be like, I broke. It's just a terrible game. It's so mean. And kids should not have to do this in school. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Therapist. Anyways isn't a word. You mean anyway. Therapist. Anyway, we were talking about your difficulty making friends. Stephanie says, I too often remember the time I tried a therapy app like 1 month into the pandemic. Oh, I'll never be loved. I'd like to understand more. How about adding some more info? I'll never be loved and it doesn't matter. Gotcha. Well done capturing your thoughts. What app is this? Who thought this was a good idea? I tell you what, they may not have made something of substance, but they made something very pretty. This DM palette with the peach and the kind of almond. It's calming me. It's giving me vibes of fruit tea and love, and I'm here for it. Let's talk about our emotions. I'll go first. I hate them. I love this. I don't hate my emotions. Sometimes I hate my emotions. Sometimes I hate how many emotions I have. No, emotions are a wonderful thing. I love to feel. I have a question. I don't know if anyone can answer this. You know when people say we have 5 senses? One of those senses is to feel, right? Like touch. Does that include mentally being touched? You know, like feeling feelings and like being touched? Or is it just being touched? I need to know. Me, when I sense the tiniest change in someone's energy towards me. In conclusion, I'm sorry I bothered you with my existence. This is me every day. Every single conversation I have with every single person, even if it's the same person that I've spoken to 5 million times before. Does anyone have a cat or a dog that I can come and pet for mental health purposes? You are very welcome to come and cuddle my cats. They appreciate cuddles. I also just wanted to point out, Mama Shaaba, that there is actually services for this. You can make a little bit of money on the side. If you do borrow my doggy, you can love a little pupper and take the pupper for walks and stuff. And it's a win-win because you're benefiting yourself and also helping an owner out. And there are also amazing cat cafes and dog cafes, which you can go to and just like have a little boost of serotonin. I'm so glad that those exist now. At my university as well, they also had like during exam times, this puppy pen where people could come up during exam season, before, after, probably not during an exam, but you know, and just come and pet these beautiful, beautiful puppies. It was so cute. If I ever become Prime Minister, I will advocate for kitten and puppy pens for mental health purposes in workplaces, so you are never more than like 15 meters away from it. No, that's actually really bad policy. I wouldn't want animals to be exploited in that way, because such a large scale would be so difficult to enforce. But we're not talking about this as if this is real, because otherwise I overthink a lot. My point is, puppies are cute, okay? Who decided to call it emotional baggage and not Briefcase. Why? Why don't we call it briefcase? That was a missed opportunity right there. I will call it briefcase from now on. All right, should we do a couple more? My therapist was like, it seems like you push people away who try to help you. And it's like, okay, first of all, you're fired. Ow, stop attacking me with your truth. What is this? This is a vending machine. The light inside has broken, but I still work. I feel you, vending machine. I feel you. That is amazing. My parasocial bond to a vending machine has never been so strong. Thank you, vending machine, for expressing how people often struggle to. Right, my loves, I feel like this has been such a chaotic video. I apologize. I can't quite remember what I've said today, but I feel like I overshared a lot. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Tag me in more of your gorgeous therapy moments to share in a future Therapy Thursdays. Be kind and have a great day. Bye.